Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover hidden truths in corporate filings and make it easy to understand. Today we're diving into FEMASYS Inc. and let me tell you, this report is about a real breakthrough in women's health tech. Before we get started, if you love getting these kinds of straightforward corporate insights, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We also have a fantastic community over on Discord, so definitely check out the link in the description below. So FEMASYS, a company you might not know yet, but probably will thanks to this news, has just announced a major win in the UK. They've officially secured regulatory approval for their FemBloc permanent birth control system. This isn't just a small step, it's a massive stride forward in offering women a more permanent and potentially less invasive option for family planning. Think about it this way, for years permanent birth control for women has mostly involved surgical procedures. This new system aims to change that game entirely. FEMASYS is a Delaware incorporated company and their stock symbol is FEMA. They're traded on the Nasdaq stock market LLC. This news about UK approval is a huge deal for them and likely for the future of reproductive health technology. Trading symbols FE name of each exchange on which registered the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC. Now, while this report is a current report on Form 8K, which typically covers significant events, this particular one is all about that regulatory approval-y announcing it. We don't have detailed financial tables here like you'll find in a quarterly or annual report, but the implications of this news are massive and we can infer a lot about their future. It's worth noting that FEMASYS is identified as an emerging growth company. This means they're still in a phase where they can take advantage of certain regulatory accommodations. They've also elected not to use the extended transition period for complying with new or revised financial accounting standards. This suggests a commitment to transparency and potentially a faster adoption of industry best practices. The core of this filing is the announcement of the UK regulatory approval for FemBloc. This is FEMASYS' flagship product, and getting the green light in a major market like the UK is a significant validation. It means the regulatory bodies there have reviewed the safety and efficacy data and deemed it fit for use. This opens up a substantial new market for FEMASYS and is a huge confidence booster for investors and potential users alike. For women, this could mean a new, more accessible option for permanent contraception, a stark contrast to the surgical sterilization methods that have been the norm. While there aren't the typical financial tables we dissect in every report, the implication of this regulatory approval is what we need to focus on. Think about it in terms of future revenue. If FemBloc becomes widely adopted in the UK, that's a direct stream of income for FEMASYS. Now let's consider the Warren Buffett angle here. What would the Oracle of Omaha look for? He'd be interested in the product's economic moat, its competitive advantage, and the management's ability to execute. The product itself, FemBloc, appears to be a disruptive technology in its field. If it's truly less invasive and more effective or preferable to existing methods, it has a strong economic moat. The competitive advantage lies in being a first mover or an early innovator if this is a novel approach. The management's ability to execute will be tested by their commercialization strategy in the UK and their ability to secure future regulatory approvals and market penetration elsewhere. While this report doesn't give us the nitty-gritty financial numbers of X million dollars in sales for FemBloc yet, the qualitative data here is extremely positive. Getting regulatory approval is like winning the first big race. The next races will be about sales, distribution and profitability. We need to watch their future filings closely to see how they translate this approval into actual revenue. What are the risks FEMASYS faces? Well, regulatory hurdles are always present, and even with UK approval, other markets can have different or more stringent requirements. There's also the risk of market adoption. Even if approved, will doctors and patients readily switch to this new method? Potential competitors might also emerge, or existing players could develop their own alternatives. The actual financial performance will dictate their ability to fund further research, development and expansion. A slow uptake could strain their resources. On the flip side, the opportunity is immense. If FemBloc proves to be a safe, effective and preferred method of permanent birth control, it could revolutionize the market. The global market for contraception is massive and FEMASYS could capture a significant share if they execute well. This approval also significantly de-risks the technology for future investors, making it easier for FEMASYS to raise capital for further growth. Looking at the signatures on this report, we see Kathy Lee Sepsic, the Chief Executive Officer, has signed off on this. A CEO's signature on a 10K is a sign of their commitment to the accuracy and completeness of the information. In this case, it signifies their acknowledgement and announcement of this critical UK regulatory approval. From a higher level perspective, FEMASYS is clearly focused on innovation in women's health. This filing, while brief, is a very strong signal of their strategic direction and a major validation of their core technology. It's the kind of news that can put a company on the map and attract significant investment. The fact they are an emerging growth company is important too, as it means they are still building their operational and financial infrastructure, making this regulatory win even more crucial for their long-term viability and growth trajectory. So to wrap up, FEMASYS Inc. has achieved a significant milestone with UK regulatory approval for its FemBloc permanent birth control. This is a game changer for the company and potentially for women's healthcare. While this report mainly highlights this singular event, it sets the stage for substantial future growth if they can successfully commercialize this technology. The potential market is huge, and this approval makes them a very interesting company to watch in the biotech and women's health sectors. What's your take on this breakthrough for FEMASYS? Do you think FemBloc will change the landscape of permanent birth control? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate finance. And remember to join our growing community on Discord. The link is waiting for you in the description. Thanks for watching Corporate Decoder, and we'll see you in the next one.